Where are you going? Hi, everyone. Welcome. How are you all doing? We're waiting for Babette. She's somewhere walking in the back over there. Today, we're very, very excited to have you. I'm sorry, I have licorice in my mouth. I'm not feeling a little under the weather from exhaustion. Exhaustion. How's everybody doing? Babette? Anyway, welcome to Sunday Bites and Tidbits. Hey, Tom. Babette's somewhere. She should be back in a second. She's coming. She's off on the side somewhere doing something. Is it your birthday today, Tom? I think it's your birthday. I saw somewhere on Facebook that it was your birthday. Get her on the screen. I'm trying. I just didn't know. I thought perhaps after. Anyway, we welcome today. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest with us today, and we're very, very excited. But we're waiting for Babette. Hey, Tom, answer. Is it your birthday? Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to you. I was going to sing, but I didn't want to sing by myself, so I'm waiting for Babette to come back. Babette. Okay. All right then. Would you mind are you 87? Oh, no, that says B7, so that must mean Babette. Anyway, we are, welcome to Sunday Bites and Tidbits. We still have people logging in, so we're going to wait till everybody kind of logs in. She's coming. I just wanted to make sure you were good because of Hold on 1 second, everyone. Anyway, today on our show, we're going to do something a little different only because I have a situation and I have to leave early. But we're going to give our guests the same amount of time as we always do. And but I don't want to talk much about it because Babette has some history with her. And we're very, very excited to have her on the show today. And but Tom, tell us how old you are today. Will you tell us? Are you going to tell us? I know we can hear her on the phone. I know you can hear her on the phone. I'm trying to get her back over to the camera.
Hello. Where's our guest?
Hello. Well, we were waiting for you. We didn't want to bring her in till you got back. Tom said he could hear you on the phone.
Hi, Tom. Hey, Tom.
It's Tom's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
He's early 30s. We'll take early 30s, Tom.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hello to Tom. Hello to Khalil. Hello to Ojumo.
I see nothing. So you get to see everything. I get to see nothing. Right?
Well, whatever you saw last week is probably the same things you're going to see this week. Hello from Springfield, Illinois. No,
I'm saying I won't be able to see that. Because I'm not with you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you won't. You won't be able to see. But I'll put all the questions up here. Anyway, why don't you introduce our guest, Babette?
Joanne Vernay.
Yeah, but tell her about, your shoes and the stuff that you did.
Terrah, I don't have the stuff right in front of me.
Anyway, we were, Babette, there's a beautiful young lady here who launched a business. And we're going to let her talk about it. But
my shoe.
Yeah, go get your shoes and bring them out so that people can see. And she's a vegan, obviously, but she's designed a plant-based shoe made out of pineapple. And I don't know if some of you've seen the shoe on Babette. She did some modeling and we did a video. Well, she did a video with her wearing the shoe. But anyway, I want to bring her in, but I want to wait till Babette brings her shoe back because we want you guys to see the shoe. It's pretty phenomenal. Look at those. Turn them to the side. Aren't those really cute? And they're made out of.
I love my shoes.
And they're very comfortable. They're made out of pineapple. So please.
It's actually fiber on here.
We're gonna have Dyandra Raye come on and tell us more about it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull her in. Hi.
Hello,
I'm
hello.
gonna pull you over here, Dyandra, so you're bigger than us.
Okay, awesome.
There you go.
Hi, everybody. Hello,
Hi.
Babette. Hi, Terrah. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. Our numbers are finding people are just logging in now. Renee says hi, and like Cinderella. Yes, they're like Cinderella shoes. So tell us about yourself, Dyandra. Tell us about you and how you got started and blah 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 bling.
Yep. So I am Dyandra Raye, the founder of Vernay, and I got started in the fashion industry when I was a child. Actually, my mom was a fashion designer. Her name is Joanne, so the line's actually a tribute to her. And I just grew up watching her run her shop, and I actually got into the industry after college. And I've been working in it for about a decade. So I've worked in corporate fashion for a very long time. And I went vegan in 2018, and I, of course, wanted to take on the fashion ideals of veganism. So I started shopping around, and I had a pretty hard time finding fashionable vegan shoes. So I was actually sketching my whole life, and I wanted to start a shoe line. I was kind of known for having cool shoes. So I decided I would start my own line. And I wanted to focus on shoes that weren't made of polyurethane, so mainly biodegradable. And I ended up finding the fabric that we use, which is pineapple leaf fiber. And once I found that, I knew we had something special. So we came out with our first design, the Mel heel, which I have here in Mulberry. And this,
turn it. So is that different than the other one?
yeah, so this is a purplish color. It's the same design,
Well, you
but
see, mine is red.
Yeah, no, I meant a style. I couldn't see the front of it. I thought the style was different.
Same style. This is our newest color. So we came out with these shoes last November, and we are really excited to be in the market. So that's kind of how I got started and where we are now.
So what made you understand that pineapple would work well for shoes?
So for leather shoes, people buy them because of the longevity and the durability. So pineapple actually is a really thick fabric, or a thick texture. And then Piñatex actually has a process called decortictation, which they use internally to pretty much make it into the rolls of fabric. So being that it's so thick, it figured that it would kind of stand the test of time towards leather. I feel like that's one of the things a lot of vegans have a hard time finding is good, long-lasting shoes. So, because of the thickness of the fabric, it's actually a perfect substitute for leather.
And so when you were testing and pulling, how long did it take you to pull this whole thing together? Because to me, it's like I wouldn't have. First of all, pineapple. I'm gonna sit down and eat half of them before the shoe's done. How did you what was the process?
So Piñatex actually is the company and the supplier that we work with. So their process is what we are actually purchasing from them. And they use this internal process where it's called degumming. They take the leaves of the pineapple only, so that's the thick part, and they basically unweave it, and then they weave it back together into fabric rolls that you can actually cut and turn into garments, shoes, accessories. Some people use it in their homes. So it's a pretty versatile fabric that's been on the market for about a decade now. So.
Okay, some people are asking, what is your website? Let me type that in.
Yeah, it's just joannevernay.com. So
okay, JOANNEVERNAY.com.
That is our
website for plant-based. I'm sorry, pineapple. So people go, what is that? Pineapple shoe. I'll call it the pineapple shoe. Wow. So I know you have this style in different colors. I mean, you have the same style in different colors. Do you have other styles?
Yeah. So, starting a shoe line is a very expensive undertaking, and we actually did it during the pandemic. So we were very lucky to come out with the 3 colorways that we have. Our factory in Italy was actually closed for 3 months. So we have this style out now, and then by the end of the year, we are actually hopefully putting out 4 more styles. So we're excited to put out a boot, a mule. We want to give different varieties, so that the Joanne Vernay woman has an assortment of shoes that she can pick from. So
what about boots?
Boots. So we'll have a knee-high boot.
Yes.
And then we'll have an evening shoe, and we'll continue putting out more shoes as we go along. And we're
And
all
bags to match. Bags to match, I'm assuming.
eventually we're gonna do bags. So
You know what? When I did that photo shoot, I had to find myself a bag to match your shoes.
Okay, so we will.
Okay.
So yes, accessories is in the pipeline. We're moving a lot faster than I thought we'd be. So who knows? They might be out sooner than later.
So Babette, you got a chance to wear the shoes. How did they feel on your feet?
The shoes are awesome, and I got so many compliments on the shoes. And I did a photo shoot in the shoes. So I was able to actually wear the shoes with 2 of the outfits. I'm so excited to share them. They looked absolutely beautiful, stunning, really, with both outfits. So I was extremely grateful. But girl, yeah, after I got the shoe, I was like, oh, I want this in like every color they have. And then I was like, and then what's the other color that sold out?
So we have cognac, which is similar to the shirt I have on. That color
and it's sold out.
We have 4 pairs left.
And do you have, because I may get some for my character. I'm on the series, and I was just thinking maybe she should have a pair, to wear. Yeah, but then the cognac would be a good color.
Yeah, it's a good neutral. So.
Wow. Yeah. So let's see. What is some of the? Somebody said they just had pineapple tonight with their dinner. Well, good. And then if you get the shoes, you'll be in style. You have pineapple on your plate and on your feet. So tell us, what made you vegan? How? Why?
So I went vegan for health reasons to start. I actually was extremely lactose intolerant. So I was that friend that if I ate pizza before the party, I was done for the night. I started getting sick from chicken, dairy. It just was not working. I was sick a lot, and I just realized that this didn't seem sustainable. So my dad actually was vegan Zen Buddhist for 13 years of his life. So
wow.
I grew up not eating pork and red meat. He just was eating like chicken and fish at that point when I was born. So I had a pretty lenient diet, so it was kind of easy just to kick the chicken out. And then once I did it, I started feeling a lot better. I felt like my weight was able to maintain, and I wasn't feeling that really sick dairy chicken feeling. So that was the beginning of it. And then once I saw the health benefits, and the discipline and what you got from it, I was like, well, what about the lifestyle aspect? And that's how I kind of got into using vegan products and really studying vegan fabrics in the industry. So that's how it all started.
And how do you, someone said that they're going to add it to their website, boycottleatherweebly.com, just so you know.
Oh, thank you. Boycott Leather. Yes. Yeah.
So how have you felt now that you are fully vegan and you go pretty hard with it? You're serious vegan. Now, are you the vegan that eats everything else? You just are vegan, or did you cut out other things as well? Like for me, I had to cut out stuff like refined sugar and the dyes and the preservatives and
I'm slowly cutting that out. When I first started veganism, I was eating the Beyond Meats and the Possum probably more than I should have. So now that it's 3 years in, I definitely do more vegetables like mushrooms and eggplant and different things that are meat substitute. So I feel like the longer you're vegan, the easier it becomes. But
that's so true.
Yeah, in the beginning,
you start changing the palate, and you just get used to. You're actually more open then to taste food. You know what I'm saying? And not food that is just manufactured food. Because once you're not eating the animal flesh anymore, it's almost like you're always trying to find those things to take the place of the texture. But once you get past that, you don't even think about it anymore. I've never tasted a Beyond Burger or anything like that. We have burgers that stuff I eat, but I make them out of walnuts and mushrooms. So, and I like making food and I know what's in it.
Exactly. Yeah. Who knows what's in those? So I think they're good to start, but over time, they're definitely not good.
I think they help. I do think they help. Well, I'm glad that you decided to make that transition, and especially you decided to make these cute little shoes.
I know, those are so cute. Very, very cute.
Any more questions?
Mostly people are just talking amongst themselves about the shoe and and how cute they are. Yeah. So we have the shoe. We're going to do someone asked about belts. Obviously, belts would probably be, any of the accessories that go with the leather. So these are named after your mother, your mom.
So the line itself is named after my mom and my late aunt, actually. So my mom's Joanne, and she was a fashion designer, how I got into the industry. My aunt Vernay actually grew up watching me sketch, and she always was telling me she was going to buy my shoes. So as a kid, that meant a lot.
Wow.
That was so cool.
It was so cool. It was like the push I needed to know I could make a line one day. And so she actually passed when I was about 13 or 14. But I always remembered that. Like, oh my God, she just would watch me sketch. So I had to include her into it because she gave me the confidence to know I could one day have my own line.
So you got the line. How do you market? Like, what have been your marketing tools since you're selling out?
We are specifically online, and actually our main source is Instagram, believe it or not. So we've been really using the online platform because we did launch in the pandemic and all the stores were closed. So social media has really been our best friend. But we're actually in our first store. So we're excited. It's in New York. So we're going into brick and mortar.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, but pretty much all organic marketing. We've done, a few paid ads, but most of it is just really word of mouth. I think we're building a pretty good community. So it's been great, actually.
Oh,
now,
so wonderful.
Go ahead, Babette.
Well, the only thing I was going to say right quick, if you sketch this one, you know what I really loved about this shoe more than anything? First of all, was the sketching, because it's not just like a normal pump. You've got movement in it. It moves a little bit. And it's so strong. It's sturdy. There's nothing weak about this shoe. The heel, nothing. You feel solid when you wear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is great feedback because I designed it. I lived in New York for 7 years. So I was that person in stilettos falling in cobblestones. So
I'm from New York, walking in stilettos. I know.
I was like, I need to make a heel that you can walk in, that you're not having to because
that's what I loved about the heel.
Yeah. So that's actually a custom heel. We went through 3 or 4 rounds of figuring out the shape just so we could find like a sexy yet wide heel. So
it worked for me.
Yeah, we do a lot of sampling. That's where all our detail comes in, is our long sampling process.
So I mean, people will know when they look on the website that, it's a nice price for the shoe. And did you get a lot of pushback as far as what you should price them, or and actually in your sales? Because someone just mentioned that over here. Wow. But when you think about how they're made and what they're made of, you know what I mean? It makes sense.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about that.
And it's nothing. We've been paying $200 and $300 for a good pair of shoes for years and years and years, and you're making them out of pineapple leaf fiber in Italy. Please. Okay, go ahead.
So those were actually the points, to justify the price. Actually, from industry standards, we've been told we're pricing them a little too low. I actually am a big proponent of making them affordable, like luxury, so that they're attainable. So we're trying to keep the price not $1,000, not $1,200. We're trying to keep it in something that's a little bit more digestible. So we do know it's definitely more expensive, but they are handmade in Italy by artisans, and they're made from pineapple fiber. So there's a lot of luxury components of the shoes to justify the price. But actually, we haven't got any complaints from our customers. Most people are willing to pay for it once they, learn more about the process, which we're very open about. on our
So let me ask you a question. You know, most people, when your heel runs down or something happens, you have to take it to the shoe repair. Is this the same? Would this be the same
good
process, or do you
question.
have to go into, because then, you know, if you know what I'm saying, like I had to take my shoe, something happened when I wanted to get them to connect the something to the something, and they had to put the whatever they did on there. Is that the same process for this shoe?
No, so our shoe, what we offer, and luckily we haven't had this issue yet, is if there are any repair issues, we will take them back and send them to Italy, and they actually will then do any repairs. Just because, to your point, many cobblers don't work with Pinatex. They don't know, you know, what biodegradable materials are. They wouldn't know how to repair it. So we actually do them all in-house. And luckily,
But after you get so busy, after you sell so many shoes, is that going to be possible? Are you going to be able to do something like that?
so after we sell shoes, our next plan is to start partnering with cobblers and just teaching them how to use Pinatex. So, you know, partnering with cobblers in different coasts that we can send our customers to who specialize in fixing whatever issues may arise. So no, it's not sustainable, but we have our solution once we grow, you know, to that point.
Right.
So T-Mac must have a pair. Do you know anybody named
The
T-Mac?
shoe
No?
gives me life.
Oh, thank you.
Great job.
I know. I can imagine wearing them, feeling like you have a little hint of something delicious on your feet.
Oh,
So
that's cute, Terrah.
yeah, you have a little deliciousness on your feet.
We have to use that for a little tagline.
Yes.
That's some delicious on your feet.
That's right. You know. So
Looking
Now-
delicious from head to toe. Anyway.
looking delicious from head to toe. I had another question for you. So let's move away from the shoe and talk a little bit about your vegan. So when you became, did you have pushback from anyone? Are you married? Are you single? How did?
I laugh because I had so much pushback.
From who?
I am single. I actually did go vegan. My ex and I went vegan together. And I always say that was kind of helpful because I had a partner. So, you know, anytime I ran out of recipe ideas, you know, he was able to pick up. So that was really good. But my family are all meat eaters. So they thought I was on a diet. They still think I'm on a diet. You know, whenever I'm like coming to family dinners, I have to bring all of my own dishes. So they're getting better now of having vegetables for me, but they don't know how to make vegan dishes. A lot of people think, you know, I don't get enough protein and I'm going to end up in the hospital. So I'm always having to be that vegan who explains all of the benefits of veganism and that it's not a diet. So I've gotten pushback, but I'm used to it. I think I find it funny now. It's kind of fun to educate people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get wet. I've gotten mine wet and I even got mud on mine. But she gives you a cleaner.
And
Oh,
but
it comes-
that's a shoe care kit, by the way.
Yes, should I show them?
Yes, so the little kit, then you can use that you can use a cloth and water to clean off any mud.
So that'll clean off if it gets any stains or anything. It just cleans it right off.
Yeah, so anything but oil. So that's something that we have realized does not come out. I don't know why anyone would be around oil, but
Yeah. What are you oiling your shoes?
yeah, oil is not really going to come out of Pinatex, but water, anything that is solvable with. So
You get your little Joanne Vernay shoe bag, and she gives you a little kit.
Yep. I figured why not put it together.
This is what I was looking for. Will you be making any flats or low heels?
A comb.
Yeah. So we're gonna do kitten heels, we're gonna do flat forms, and then we're gonna do flats. So we will be coming out with COVID-friendly shoes soon.
And the cleaner.
Yeah,
Okay,
and here's
let's address this because this is someone. Are you serious for those pineapple leaf shoes? Not for low income people. Make an affordable shoe for all. What do you say to someone like that?
So with the fabric itself, I mean, this is a vegan fabric. It is a new process and it's something that's patented. So the fabric itself is a more expensive product. It's not your typical leather, your typical polyurethane. So that's where the price point comes in. Of course, if we're doing flats, they're going to be less money, but you know, you have to keep in mind that they're made in Italy. They're a luxury shoe. I mean, and Christian Louboutins are $700 and They do not cost as much as our shoes to make. So I feel like if we can pay $700 for Christian Louboutins, we can pay $500.
Yeah, and then if you can't, you just don't get them, right? That's kind of like what we do.
There is we do offer Klarna. We have split payments, so you can pay in installments over time. We did bring that out for people that would rather split it up so they can save money. So we do offer that.
Yeah, and that's the question. So in a situation like that, I was going to ask you about, are there payments? Is there, you have to have certain credit, or you just pay the shoe and you don't get the shoe until you pay it down? Or do you get the shoe and then you continue to pay it down?
So pretty much you get the shoe and then you make the payments over time. So you can decide if you want to make 4 payments, 6 payments. You do it through Klarna. So they're a third-party application. And then basically you're paying Klarna. So you're going to get them as if you bought them outright. You're just going to be paying Klarna back over a course of 4 to 6 weeks. So once that's done, then your payment's done and you can shop again.
She says when women want something, they come up with the money. Yes, they do.
And you know, to add to that, women come up with the money. I want to purchase a pair of these shoes, and I'm taking my time to purchase, but I will purchase them nonetheless. I don't hold you responsible because I can't pay $500 for your shoe, and nobody should. The shoe is a very fine shoe. I'm a witness to that. It's made heck of a good. I want to say hella good because I have lots of shoes. I know this is a wonderful shoe. You're using pineapple fiber that I've not ever had a pair of shoes made from pineapple fiber. You're having them made in Italy. This is not like we just run down the street over to Mary Lou's little store and she got a $50 pair of shoes up on the counter. Now, I bought me a pair of them today. And sometimes when I got $50 and I just want a new pair of shoes, I can get a little pair quick. But when I'm talking about something stunning and I know that this is a good shoe that I'm going to be able to keep forever, I'll come up with my $500, however much it is.
Well,
and
it's
I
also
don't think it's a stupid price.
It's
And
also
I
like
don't
any.
think it's because you don't want everybody to have a pair of your shoes.
No, I mean, anybody who's doing it for the reasons that you're doing it, it only makes sense that you would love for everyone to have it. But how do you get everyone to have it if you can't afford to make it? You know what I mean?
Well,
if you're selling it at a rate that you're paying out of your pocket to make sure certain, the shoe is available, then it's a moot point for you as a businesswoman, as a person. So it's just like there are a lot of things that when we can't afford to do, we just can't do it at the moment. And when you really, really want something, this is one of those funny stories that, I was telling a friend of mine. I said, we price ourselves sometimes so low to make sure that we hit the average person, but then that same average person will spend $1,000 over there on something that, like Air Jordans or anything else. They'll spend $1,000.
Thank you so much for bringing Air Jordans up.
They'll spend $1,000 on the latest somebody's brand, and I'm not saying this against anyone. I'm just saying in general that when you really want something, like she said, we will figure out a way to get it. If it's payments, if it's I'm put this little money aside because I want to take a trip, or if I really want something, if these shoes matter to me, what they're about, and they make me feel good, and they're for the environment, all that other stuff, if all that resonates with you, you will figure out a way to put $100 away a month, and now you got your shoes. That will last longer than Air Jordans or anything like that.
People used to come into the restaurant all the time, look at the menu until I'm serving all organic. I have videos where our shipment comes in. Every box is organic, everything down to red onions, everything is organic. They ain't giving us that. They are not giving us that organic produce. We have to pay for everything that comes into stuff I eat. And I have to pass that along to you. But I'm not giving you trash. I'm not giving you garbage. I'm not giving you dyes, preservatives, and foods that are not organic. So my thing is, we have to consider the quality and just be happy when we're at a space that we don't have to concern ourselves with a $500 shoe if we so desire to have it. Because I know that is not your heart to keep people from being able to purchase the shoe. I
No.
know you want it. You want to sell out to everybody. I know
We
that.
do. We do. And
So Dyandra, let me ask you something. Someone's asking about the U.S. Getting the shoes made here as opposed to Italy. What would you say to that? Like, why Italy?
So actually, Italy wasn't planned. We were going to have the shoes made here, and then we did, and the quality was not up to par. So I actually found the factory in Italy, and that was what was able to take our line to the next level, was getting that stamp that we're made in Italy. And now we can, I mean, we were on the same list as Fenty. You know, now we can sit next to these major brands because they're all made overseas. I mean, all of these luxury shoes are also made in Italy. So I actually would never make our shoes in the US just because Italy is known for their footwear. So why would we not work, you know, at the best expert place? You know, we may potentially make some products in the US, but we'll always be based in the place that is known for footwear. That, you know, at the end of the day, we're putting out a product that we want to be comfortable as well as fashionable. And these Italian artisans, this is what they've been doing for centuries. So.
And I'm sure that, you know, some of the questions, and, you know, to be fair to everyone, I want to ask you the you know, the wonderful questions and the people who are trying to have answers. And I'm sure you've had these questions before about why the price, why Italy, you know, we're US. And don't get me started on the US right now. So, so no, I get it. She says, what do you say? Tom says you get what you pay for. If you price them higher, somebody will purchase these shoes. It's unique and organic, and it's your legacy.
Yep. I was actually going to say that. You get what you pay for. I mean, it's like if you buy key products, it's not going to last. If you buy, you know, luxury products, you're going to get wear out of them. So it's an investment, but we believe that, you know, investing your money wisely, it is conscious consumerism. It is really like thinking of what you're buying.
How long does your average shoe, you know, if you wear them heels after a while, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, you pay for the uniqueness of the piece. Because I always say, you know, people like to buy style or trends, and then when that trend changes, then they just kind of sit in the closet. This is like a piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not in style, it's not out of style, because it is its own brand, its own thing. So you can have these forever. So, you know, while you've already spent another $100, $125 on 7 pair of shoes over 7 months, you have this for 3 years and it's still looking good, and you can clean it yourself, and, you know, you can send it back to the manufacturer if it needs a little touching up and send it back. So you got to look at the longevity of an investment. It's an investment.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of art. Let's see what this person has to say. I owned a store. People just don't understand the nature of business. When I can't afford something, I simply move on. It's not the responsibility or obligation of designers and merchants, etc., to make their products affordable to everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, well, if you get several years from these shoes, you don't have to buy as many.
Yeah, Tom. See, Tom is brilliant.
Yeah, and that's true. You know, you have one pair of red shoes that'll last you for years, and they're comfortable. Because a lot of times we do buy shoes that are not comfortable, and we have to get another pair, or they look run down, or you know. So to me,
and I bought a pair of shoes from Target that was little pumps that was $20, and guess what? Every time I walked, they squeaked.
Mm-hmm.
Every scrunch. I don't even hear these shoes.
This heel is wood. You're not going to hear anything.
You're not going to hear it.
And we actually really made sure the comfort was a big thing. I'm a woman. I've been standing at an event like, oh my God, these are the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn.
Yes.
So we wanted to make sure we put extra money in, like extra padding in the sole and making sure the arch is walkable, because, you know, who wants to have a nice shoe on? They hate wearing. So we put a lot of thought and detail just to make sure when you're worth it. It's worth it.
They feel so good when you on the inside, they're padded. She is not lying to you. No, this is a great shoe.
Yeah.
I love you for this shoe.
Thank you.
What else do you want? Anything else you want to share that we have not covered, guys? I don't know if some of you jumped on early. I have to scoot in about 10 minutes, but Babette and Dyandra could stay on if you choose. I just wanted to get her on early so we can get our full 45 minutes in with her, as we always do with our guests before we take off, before I took off. But is there anything else you want to share? Like, we put the website down. Yeah, what else you want to share? Anything else you want to let them know?
The website is joannevernay.com. Our Instagram is joannevernay. We are coming out with some new styles, so we're excited to release that. We are going to probably experiment with different fabrics and different price points. So we are, excited to try to reach different customers. We hear what people are asking for. We're listening. We are a Black-run business, small business. We're based out of Philadelphia. I'm actually in California now. So, but then I have to come by your restaurant soon. Try it. I'm excited. But we're excited to just be in the market, and we're thankful for all the press and customers that we've received. And, we're just here to merge sustainability with style and disrupt the fashion industry. We think it's about time that, fashionable luxurious shoes are also biodegradable. So
I love it.
I love it. And you know what? Tom is crazy.
Kind of shoes.
Well, you know what?
Used to beat him with,
and it might, and you might become less violent to your kids because you won't want to pick up your shoe and throw it at them.
Exactly.
You're like, never mind. Sit down. So they're saying you're gonna have to model the shoe, Babette, but there's no way you can kind of get your feet up on the counter.
No, you guys, I promise you, I'm gonna send her a shot of me modeling the shoe, and I'll post something right now, and you can see me with this shoe on, something hot.
And we post all the time, so it'll be on our page soon. And we have Babette on our page now multiple times, so you can see her modeling and
send you a couple of these little outfits with me modeling that shoe. Yes. Anyway, man.
So what's on your menu for dinner tonight? Let's talk about what you're gonna eat.
Oh,
since we know about what you wear on your feet.
She gonna eat some pineapple.
What am I gonna have? I'm probably gonna do some mashed potatoes that I'll do with vegetable oil, and then I'll probably do baked mushroom. And I'm really into broccolini now, so that's my favorite side dish. I have a rabbit, so she really loves it. So that's me. So that's my dinner for tonight.
We have another question here. One more question.
Yes.
Are they durable for heavy people?
They are, because the heel is actually made of wood. So this is a full wood heel. It's covered in Piñatex, and this is actually, most heels are glued together. This is like attached by a really long screw. So it's very durable. And we also offer extended sizes. So we go up to a size 12. And we also offer half sizes. So we are trying to be very inclusive when we think about our customer and who she is.
Excellent.
Wow, I think this is great. I think they're so cute.
You got to get a pair, Terrah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm thinking about for the series, my character. Right. She does things she can wear. She can have a pair on. I want the color that you have on that's like your shirt, because that's more my goal.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about that. And is it just you, or do you have a business partner? Because you said we're Black owned.
So it's just me as like the main founder. We actually have all Black staff, consortium of investors, so that's awesome. And then we have an assistant. He is minority as well, and an intern. So we're a small team, but I try to hire within our community. Pay it forward. Somebody pick me up. So I like to do the same. So yep. That's what I'm doing.
Do you have the shoe like in your possession, or when someone orders them, it comes all the way from Italy? How long does it take to get to the person approximately?
So our fulfillment center is actually in Philadelphia at the home office space, and all the shoes are there. And so we ship from Philadelphia. And normally it takes about a day to maybe 4 days at the most to get it after you place the order. So we're pretty quick, but we import everything in before we put it out to the public.
Wow. I'm so excited. I mean, I just applaud you because this is so original, and, first of all, starting any kind of business can be challenging. Starting a business with pineapple shoes, okay, with really no big marketing infrastructure behind you, and then starting it and pricing them at $500. You just like all the things that someone will say, something's wrong with little baby girl. She lost her mind. She done started eating vegetables. Now her brain's not functioning. She's making pineapple shoes and charging people $500. Did you get some therapy? That's what people were thinking. But it just goes to show it's just about making a decision and pushing forward
and not being afraid.
And not being afraid. And don't listen to the naysayers, because you know what? If when they created electricity, we'd all be talking in the dark or computers. We would not be doing this if people, if we listen to everything someone said like that. Right now, we'd be video chatting. There was a time when that would have never been heard of. So pineapple shoes, you might make some apple shoes, might have some French toast shoes, whatever.
Oh, you're so silly, Terrah.
You can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner shoes.
I don't know about French toast shoes, but apple shoes for sure. That's the thing.
Well, anyway, anything else you want to add, Babette?
No, I'm just glad I met you, and I will be getting my second pair of shoes for sure. I think I want this color too. I don't want
to. I want to see. Will you have sketches of the new things as they come out?
So we actually are putting sketches out. I do see a lot of brands do that. We like to actually surprise our customer with the new release. So we'll probably start putting imagery out this summer for the new shoes we have coming out. It will be more than our last run. We're picking up as we go along. So soon we'll have photos.
Okay, and you see Tom. Tom is one of our comedians. He said you put us in Hawaiian punch shoes.
He just said that because you said about the French toast.
I know. Well, someone asked something here. Gorgeous shoes. Best of luck to you. Also added your website to the future of animal agriculture. Yay. So good. Yes, everybody, if you have any way of sharing her information, really let's help with her. Because regardless of whether you can afford it, sometimes you might be blessed with something. You never know. You put that energy out there and pay it forward to someone. Someone may throw it right back at you. So don't. And
sister, I'm just so proud of you. I'm happy that you look like me and you had the guts to go for this. I really am, because a lot of times in our community, we just, we're always afraid that it's not going to work out or we're not going to get the support that we need. But you went with it anyway, and you see you have everything you could possibly need right there with you. You just can't think so much, you just kind of have to go, and you did that. So congratulations.
And the right people found you.
Always.
Right people found you purchasing your shoes. So if nothing else, you can't stop now.
Yeah, and you cannot.
This started at COVID. When in COVID? Like what month of COVID?
We started, actually, funny enough, we launched twice. We launched in March, and then COVID hit, and then we had to stop, and then we launched in November. So
this past November.
So after the factories opened, we were able to go back into production and then bring the shoes out. So they actually came out later than expected, but they came out right during the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement. So it was actually perfect timing, because we got a lot more eyes on us that we probably wouldn't have gotten if, people weren't so, which I think is great, inspired to support Black businesses. So it all worked out in the end.
As it always does.
All right.
Well, alrighty. Well, huh?
Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we're wrapping up. We only have 10 more minutes, so which is usually our before and after time. So we're cutting out our before and after time, and we just want to spend our whole time with Dyandra. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Tom, happy birthday. You want to sing to Tom real quick?
Is it his birthday?
Yes, today's his birthday.
Did we sing to him?
Yeah, let's sing before we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
That sounds weird.
I know, because we're all in
Be quiet, Terrah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay.
We have to throw a little soul in there, Tom. Thank you guys so much. You guys make sure you go and support her. Her website's in the,
Yes.
the trail and the feed. Make sure you go support her. Share her site. You know, even if you can't afford it, share her site. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you, Dyandra.
Thank you for having me.
Success.
I'll send you those pics, baby.
Yes, I'm excited.
Right.
Appreciate it. Happy Sunday.
All right.
Okay.
Same to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Terrah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good show.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I've got a lot going on right now. I'm sorry.